the Gerber MP600 Bladeless. Let's check it out. One of the problems when you're traveling is having to deal with TSA, especially if you're wanting to carry some kind of tool. And so Gerber has come up with the MP600, which is a bladeless design multi-tool. And this allows you to carry the tools you need, and there's quite a few of them on this tool. The original MP600 has been used by the U.S. Army for about 20 years, and it is their #1 tool. These things have been to hell and back, needless to say. And so this is just the bladeless version, but it does have what they call the grit saw, which is really pretty cool. So we're going to take an in-depth look at all the tools on this little cool multi-tool. When it comes to multi-tools, guys, we have so many choices. I mean, there's, of course, the full size. There are a ton of different configurations and just more every day. You know, of course, the Swiss Army knife kind of started the whole thing, and then Leatherman kind of perfected it, you know, with a plier. And that really made things totally different. This is the Gerber MP600, and it's the bladeless model. I did a review on the regular MP600 ST about 4 years ago, and I have used that multi-tool extensively. But one thing is, if you're traveling, and there are a few different ones that are out there, but as far as a full-size multi-tool, from what I understand, the bladeless MP600 is the only one out there. And sometimes you need that full-size tool, especially if you're traveling to another country. Now, the MP600 is made in the USA, actually in Oregon. Then we have a sheath that comes with it. It's a little nylon sheath and Velcro. And this is made in China, and they state that on their website. And then we have this small little star key wrench, and this is actually made in Taiwan. And this goes for your carbide cutters. You can replace these. But we're going to take a look at each of the different features, and we're going to see what this is all about. The MP600 is made from 420 high carbon stainless steel. It has a black, nice finish to it. It's kind of a matte finish. It weighs 7.9 ounces. It's 5.1 inches in length. It's 1.25 inches in height, and thickness is 0.75 inches. And again, this does comply with the no knife policy in your workplace. So not only is it for traveling, but you can also carry this into places that don't allow for blades. And that could be a hospital, could be a lot of different places. To me, the pliers are what really separate most multi-tools. I like to have a pair of pliers. There's so many different uses. With this one, you've got your needle nose pliers. They're not super thin, so they're going to be really strong. But you also have your plier here. This is really considered a regular plier. And so you've got two different features that give you a lot of capability. Now the pliers will deploy just coming straight out, but you can flick this and bring the pliers out. So it gives it just a one-hand operation, which really makes it nice, especially, you know, in an emergency situation, or, you know, you're trying to do something where you have something in the other hand, you can flick these out. It's one of the reasons why I really like the MP600. Next we have some wire cutters, and this is tungsten carbide. They are inserts, so these can be replaced. And you can see where you have the small hole here for stripping. And Gerber does offer the replacements on their website. I think they're like 23 bucks for the cutters and the tool that goes with it. And then here below the pliers, we have a wire crimper. To retract the pliers, there's a safety locking mechanism right here. You just press in and you can just pull it into place. The great thing about that is that you can lock that in. That's not going to come back on you. Now the pliers have to be extended to get to the other tools, and you open it up. They're tucked away in either side of the handle. We're going to start out with the file. And this is just a good standard file. One of the things I want you to notice is that when you bring it back, it clips into place right here and it locks down. We have a safety lock system right here. Just pull this down to be able to release the lock, and of course it's on either side. So as long as you have that down, you don't have to worry about this tool collapsing on you, or any of these tools. So we can deploy it and then bring this down, click it into place. Next in line, we have a small little flathead screwdriver. And the way this is cut, there's a little edge here where you can use this even as a wedge. And then we have the large flathead screwdriver. Next, we have the medium-sized flathead screwdriver and a bottle opener. And of course, one of my favorite uses, the bottle opener, just perfect. We have a pair of scissors. And so it has a spring right here, spring tension, so it gives you that scissors capability. You can lock it, and then again, deploy the lock, bring over your handle, and just tuck it away. And that's all the tools on this side. Now we have a can opener right here on the other side. There's nothing like tactical bacon for breakfast. Wow, that's pretty good. We also have Phillips head screwdriver. The way this is designed, it can get small screws and large screws. And again, it is locked into place. Now one thing that I really like, and a feature that's really pretty cool, is that you have this grit saw. And you can see that it has kind of some material right here that kind of blocks the blade. It does have somewhat of a little bit of a point here that it comes down, but really this is almost like a jigsaw with this grit. And this is what helps to make this TSA approved. But one of the things that kind of puzzled me was when I opened this up, I thought, TSA may look at this as some sort of knife. And I guess Gerber's already thought of that. Right here is a small little lock or a little catch. You just lift it up and the saw comes right out. And that way you can tuck this away, don't travel with it, and then you don't have to worry in case you're concerned about it. Or if you get the tool to check out and they give you a hard time, you can just pull this off, and it's better than losing the whole tool itself. When you want to replace it, lift up on your catch, slide it back in, and you're locked in. Also has a 3-inch ruler right here on the handle, and then we have a metric ruler on the other side. And of course, Gerber Multiplier. While the MSRP is $84 for the MP600, I found this in a number of places for around 40 bucks, especially Amazon, different places like that. So this is going to be a great find for $40. I feel like this is a super tool to be able to pack away, especially when you're traveling. And again, with the history of the U.S. military, there's a lot to be said about what these have been through. So if you're traveling or just every day around the house, this makes a great tool. Being able to flick it out makes it one-handed, and that could be important in certain situations. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Being able to one-handedly get that tool out, and yet, well, the Gerber MP600 Bladeless, the Gerber MP600 Bladeless, we're gonna check that out. Whether you're, and that's one of the things about, well, and so that's, I don't know what that's.